So we're down here just off Sandy Hook. This is the northern part of New Jersey shore. Right across the way is Manhattan. This is year 3. Super special event here, striped bass study. Our goal today is to put 2 satellite tags out. We have one on this boat, one with Chuck Manny, and we feel like our odds are really good about getting it done here today. We've got a lot of representation from the fishing industry. Our partnership with the Fisherman Magazine could not be stronger. The guys have helped us put all these experts in one circle to get it done. We have 6 boats. I mean, we've got people from all over. I think there's 27 people taking part in this. We're getting ready to punch it out here off Sandy Hook, and expectations are high of a really nice striped bass. 42 inches is the goal or bigger, and they've been here all week.
So the last couple of years we've been doing our fishing and tagging within 10, 15 miles in New York City, less than that. The first tags we put in were within hundreds of yards of the Statue of Liberty. You know, we're catching these fish in the backyard, in our backyard, New York City's backyard. You know, one of the most highly densely populated cities there is.
These are the Hudson River stock, and they come up there and they go all the way up as far as Kingston, in some cases Albany. You know, and they go up there to spawn. They don't really care that they're going past a major metropolis area.
Right. So we're here with Frank Wagenhofer, and he told us the bite would be early. We've been out here about 20 minutes. We got the bite, the fish we were looking for, so we got it done. Cindy here was on the rod. It's a little bumpy here, and it was a little tricky, but we got a 42-inch striped bass. We felt like was really the right candidate for our satellite tag. Fish came up very healthy, no blood. We removed the hook, landed the fish in the boat. He put a saltwater wash down through the gills while we placed the tag. Cindy put the fish back in the water, got a nice revival, and off she went. Rod tip. You're almost to the swivel. Easy. Nice. Woo! Yeah.
I need to make a decision.
What do you think?
I think these are your criteria. You've been over, so it's up to you.
Good job. Good job.
That's all right.
That's a good fish.
Big 50-pound fish. They get big now. So that fish is out. He's going to meet the criteria. So. Fish is 40 and a quarter inches. So, grab this, Cindy. Frankie, give me the saltwater hose.
We're about almost a year to the day of when we were out here on our 2nd annual striped bass study, and this is our 3rd year. We have assembled 6 of the best captains up here. We are joined by 30 of our sponsors that have come in from all parts of the world. Today the goal of our study is to deploy 2 wildlife computer mini-pad satellite tags. These satellite tags are programmed for 4 months, and during that 4 months, that tag is going to take geolocation sensors, water depth, and water temperatures. So the goal today is to deploy 2 tags, and then we've got a competition. So we're going to be doing some gray fish tag, green spaghetti tagging, and the boat that tags the most striped bass will win some prizes. And I'm aboard the Timon with Chuck Manny, Bob Bowden, John Tiedemann from Monmouth University is joining us today, and Jim Hutchinson behind the camera. So as soon as we get this deployed, we'll be back with you.
Okay, right there. Don't reel anymore. Just tackle this there. Turner, not big, which is definitely good. That's a good tag. That's a good tag. Yep, you got her. We ready? You want me to lift her up? Ready. Is everybody ready? Ready, Roxanne?
Just to get me the fish and plate, right, Travis? Chuck, tell me what just happened.
Absolute beautiful fish. We got out here, the wind's blowing about 20 knots straight out of the east, so it is not pretty. Got the line just out, got a couple hits right away, nothing bent over, and finally the rod went. Beautiful fish, absolutely clean,
Yes,
beautiful fish. Nice 44-inch fish, approximately 35-pound fish. Just gorgeous, nice cannon.
There's a lot of different types of tags that we can use. We are using the latest and greatest of satellite tag technology for this fish. And there's a misconception about how these tags work. So that tag is a beacon that's going to count and process and save the data for as long as we program it. I can program that tag to stay in for a year. I can program it to record data every 5 seconds, every hour, every 15 seconds. We set it for 4 months. The longer the duration, the less data points you're going to get and the more variation. So people think because there's an antenna, if the fish swims on the surface, it's pinging and you're getting all this data. It doesn't work like that at all. That lanyard that we put into the fish has a pin at the top. And at the point that we set it, there's an electrical charge from a battery in the tag that basically burns the wire. And the tag comes off. If the fish is down 300 feet or right along the surface, the tag pops off. And then it goes into transmit mode. So there's a ton of battery power that all of a sudden goes to that tag and catches the satellite overhead. That's why the antenna needs to be up. If the thing's covered in a ball of weed, it's not going to transmit. So there's so much risk and so many variables to this. So our goal in this study has been to not just track migration. We didn't know anything, right? As you guys know,
not the
third
first
year.
tags in, yeah.
This tag's going to pick up light, and it's going to pick up depth and temperature. And more as we do more of the green tags and then overlay the information and migration to the sat tags, we're going to really start to build a picture and fill in all the voids, you know. But this tag we set today is set for 4 months. It's got an 18-second interval, so we're going to get data every 18 seconds. And we won't get any data for 4 months when it comes off. Now, when it comes off and transmits, it transmits till the battery dies. We get about 25 to 30% of all the data collected through the satellite because it's a big connection, a big distance. If you find the tag on the beach, we get it all.
Some of the data that we got back from the fish a couple years ago that we caught in the Hudson River was astounding. You know, the distance that fish covered in the time frame it did, you know, all the way out, you know, to the canyon, you know, almost 80 miles offshore, and then the first fish all the way up, I think it went to the Walker Canyon up off Nantucket. You know, us as fishermen, we think we have an idea of where these fish go and what they do, you know, being on the water, our log books, and just, you know, spending so much time doing it, you know. But we had no idea really that was
I think
remotely
a lot of
where those
people were
fish went.
shocked with that original data, then it was repeated.
Yep.
And now we're going to see what this go-around yields.
Yeah.
And of course, another successful outing with the Northeast Striped Bass Study, Great Fish Tag Research. We stuck a 42-inch fish, we stuck a 44-inch fish, and we let some fish go that are even bigger. So I can't wait for later on this season when we do some more tagging, farther to the east, farther to the northeast, and hope this is something we can build on and do this every year, maybe twice a year, and continue this throughout the striper coast, wherever these striped bass are traveling from New England down along my Jersey shore on down to North Carolina and Chesapeake Bay.